Imagine stepping into a cage with only you and your opponent. Millions of eyes are fixed on you. Every strike, every move can be decisive. This is the world of MMA, where giants are born and legends are made. But have you ever wondered who the greatest fighters truly were? Not just those with consecutive winning streaks. Not just those who collected championship belts one after another. No, I mean those who, with their immense stature, their presence, their incredible power, and their charisma, forever changed the history of MMA. Those who, when they entered the ring, everyone knew a real show was about to unfold. Are you ready for an exciting journey into the world of MMA giants? Let's go! Rank 10, Hong Man Choi. If we're talking about an era when MMA was full of charismatic personalities and enormous physiques, we can't forget the name Hong Man Choi. This moving Korean mountain, standing 2 meters and 18 centimeters tall, 7 feet 2 inch, and weighing nearly 160 kilograms, 350 pounds, was truly a phenomenon. Techno Goliath, as he was famously known, was mostly recognized for his presence in K1 and kickboxing competitions. But his entry into the world of MMA also created a lot of buzz. Choi's fights were more like a collision of two gigantic trucks than a martial arts battle. Perhaps his speed and technique weren't on par with lighter weight fighters, but his sheer power and massive physique were terrifying for any opponent. Rank 9, Giant Silva. Giant Silva, standing around 2 meters and 19 centimeters tall, 7 feet 2 in, and weighing approximately 175 kilograms, 385 pounds, was another one of those true giants who stepped into the world of MMA. Before MMA, Silva was a professional basketball player and even had a brief stint in WWE, professional wrestling, due to his exceptionally large physique, which was a result of a growth disorder. He drew attention wherever he went. His fights in Pride FC, one of the major MMA organizations in Japan, were always highly anticipated. Although he didn't have a stellar record in MMA and usually struggled against more experienced and agile fighters, his presence in the ring genuinely brought a unique grandeur and awe to the matches. Fighting Silva was a massive physical challenge for anyone. Rank 8, Chad Rowan. Chad Rowan, also known by his sumo name Akebono Taro, was one of the biggest names to transition from the world of sumo to MMA. Standing over 2 meters tall, 6 feet 8 inches, and weighing over 230 kilograms, 500 pounds, Akebono was a moving mountain of flesh and muscle. He was one of the few non-Japanese individuals to reach the highest ranks of sumo. His entry into K1 and then MMA was a significant event for the sport. People were eager to see how this sumo giant would perform in the cage or ring. Rank 7, Emmanuel Yarborough. Emmanuel Yarborough was one of the heaviest fighters in the history of MMA, and indeed all combat sports. With a height of over 2 meters, 6 feet 7 inch, and a weight that sometimes reached 300 kilograms, 660 pounds, he was truly a gentle giant. Yarborough competed in various disciplines, including freestyle wrestling, judo, and even sumo, holding a World Sumo Championship title. He was even listed in the Guinness Book of Records for his extraordinary physique. His entry into MMA, though brief and with limited results, was always memorable. His fights always garnered attention due to the significant physical disparity with his opponents. Rank 6, Alexandru Lungu. Alexandru Lungu, nicknamed the Romanian Giant, was a former Olympic judoka who entered the world of MMA with his massive physique. approximately 1 meter and 93 centimeters tall, or 6 feet 4 inches, and weighing around 150 kilograms, or 330 pounds. Lungu was known for his incredible physical strength and his ability to throw opponents to the ground. Before MMA, he achieved many honors in judo, and this strong background made him a dangerous opponent in close quarters and ground fighting. Rank 5. Alan Karaev. Alan Karaev, the Ossetian giant, was another powerful former arm wrestling and pro arm wrestling athlete who entered the world of MMA and K1. With a height of approximately 1 meter and 98 centimeters, 6 feet 6 inches, and a weight of around 180 kilograms, 397 pounds, Karaev was a perfect example of raw power and unparalleled physique. He was world-renowned for his extraordinarily thick arms and arm wrestling prowess. When he entered the ring, opponents were terrified by his massive stature and strength. Although his experience in mixed martial arts was limited, and he relied mostly on sheer power and his physical abilities, his presence in the ring was always accompanied by excitement and anticipation. Rank 4. Eric Scott Esch. Butterbean. Eric Scott Esch, known in the combat world by his nickname Butterbean, was one of the iconic and charismatic figures in the world of heavyweight fighting. Butterbean, standing approximately 1 meter and 83 centimeters tall, 6 feet 0 inch, and usually weighing over 150 kilograms, 330 pounds, was famous for his aggressive, knockout-centric fighting style. Before MMA, he achieved many honors in bare-knuckle boxing, and then in professional boxing and kickboxing, devastating opponents with his heavy punches. His entry into MMA with the same unique style and powerful punches brought a lot of excitement. Rank 3. Yoshihiro Takayama. Yoshihiro Takayama was a Japanese professional wrestler who entered the world of MMA and K1 due to his immense physique, 2 meters and 19 centimeters tall, and unparalleled fighting spirit. While Takayama might not have had as much experience in mixed martial arts as some others on this list, he quickly became a fan favorite due to his samurai spirit and his inclination for fierce and unbridled confrontations. His fight against Don Frye at Pride 21 is considered one of the most epic and brutal fights in MMA history. In this bout, both fighters, without any fear of each other's heavy blows, exchanged strikes for extended seconds, creating unbelievable scenes that remain etched in memory to this day. Rank 2. Semmy Schilt. Semmy Schilt, the Dutch giant, is one of the few fighters who achieve the highest honors in both kickboxing and MMA. Standing at 2 meters and 12 centimeters tall, Schilt was a true nightmare for any opponent. He won numerous championships in K1 and also competed in MMA in prestigious organizations like Pride FC. Utilizing his height, reach, and the precise techniques of kickboxing and karate, Kyokushin, Schilt kept his opponents at bay and took them down with accurate and powerful strikes. Unlike many other giants who relied more on raw power, he was also technically very strong. His mastery of stand-up techniques made him one of the most dangerous strikers in heavyweight history. Schilt was a symbol of how exceptional physical conditioning could be combined with precise techniques to become an unstoppable force. Rank 1. Bob Sapp. And now, the number 1 on our list. Someone who perhaps didn't have the best statistical record, but no one possessed as much charisma and imposing presence as him in his prime. Bob Sapp, the Beast. With a height of approximately 1 meter and 96 centimeters and a weight close to 170 kilograms of pure muscle, Sapp was a media and sports phenomenon. Before MMA, he played American football and then entered the world of mixed martial arts. Due to his incredible physique, brutal punches, and aggressive spirit, Sapp quickly became one of the most popular fighters in Pride FC. Well, our journey into the world of MMA's behemoths has come to an end. From the intimidating presence of Hong Man Choi to the charismatic and unpredictable Sapp. While not all of them reached the pinnacle in terms of victory records, what made them unforgettable was their ability to create indelible moments, pure excitement, and a raw display of human power. We hope you enjoyed this thrilling journey and now have a more comprehensive view of these phenomena in the world of combat. Remember, in the world of MMA, sometimes the bigger you are, the more spectacular your fall.